Hey, good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to Market Psychology 101, where we look for value in the markets when there's fear and are cautious when there's greed. In today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at the price action of a few altcoins. We're going to look at ACH, Alchemy Pay, Jasmy, as well as District OX, also known as DNT. So, first, let's go over to the crypto fear and greed, because that's what this channel is kind of all about. And right now we're getting into neutral territory, low greed. We were up in the 60s just yesterday, which did surprise me, especially since we dipped down so low in the price action up. Did get rejected off the 50-day moving average. I'll show you what that looks like. So taking a look at the last year, you can see since we were making new peaks and new all-time highs from the 2021 top, we've been going down towards the fear neutral section. And as you can see, even here in the fear and greed index, we have a lower high. So we're still going down. And should this dip go even lower, then I have to wonder if Bitcoin, and this does affect all the altcoins, if Bitcoin, the price is going to get, this is on the daily time frame. If you click the 1 year and 1 day interval, that gives you the same too. If we're going to get to this area, we can see that there's some price structure back here. There's I think that's the 618 fib, though let me make sure that my fibs are on log scale because that's important. So never mind, it's not the 618, it's the 786. But so right there's three things. There's this 200-day moving average, that blue line right here. There's this price structure and the 786. So all three of those things, if Bitcoin does get under this 100-day moving average and does not form a higher low compared to right here, then we could see price getting down here. Now, maybe it's just a wick. Maybe the candle body will stay up here and it's just a violent wick before being bought up. Guys, I think this is going to offer very strong resistance and possibly be one of the best times to dollar cost average in, even if it goes lower. So just something to keep an eye on. And let's take a look at where the 50-week moving average is, which is going up. The 50-week moving average is at about 46K. So anywhere below that 52 level, should we even get there, then I would say you could be watching this 50-week moving average. Anyways, let's get over into the three altcoins. First, let's take a look at Alchemy Pay, also known as ACH, and let's zoom out a bit. So ACH, you can see here, I drew this fib from the high to the low, and you can see it's not on log scale. And when we're looking at prices between the former high and low, that is why you want to put on log scale. So just drew this fib from prior high to low. And as you can see, the price wicked up near the 786 and has really just been between the 618 and the 0.5 right here. It does have a sell signal on the weekly, and it is getting some support here on the 0.5 fib. We also have the 50 and the 100 week moving average. So I would say if you look at the price on the right there, which is at about 2.5 cents, we're not too far away from that. And so, in my opinion, this is not the worst time to dollar cost average in. Going over to the daily, you can see right here it's at the 200-day moving average and the 0.5. Again, both, in my opinion, both great areas to begin to dollar cost average in. Now, keep in mind, the price can go lower. That's totally possible. If it gets under the 200-day and that 0.5, then we got to start looking at these moving averages on the weekly, and even the next fib down, the 382 at about 2 cents. But again, I think this is a possible good time to begin dollar cost averaging in. And in my opinion, because I do like the price action here, I'm not saying I am buying ACH or telling you to buy ACH, but because I like it here, even if it were to go lower, and this was an asset I truly did like, then I would love if the prices were lower, because then I could get more at a deeper value. So that's one thing we look at here on Market Psychology 101. We don't try to get sucked up into the fear and get disheartened by it, and channels talk about, hey, is it time to sell? It's not time to sell. When we're at the lows, that's the worst time to sell. Okay, you guys have heard the adage, buy low, sell high, but yet I see all these videos talking about, well, is it time to sell? Is this thing dead? Guys, that's the opposite sentiment of what you want to have if you're taking a long-term approach. So again, ACH, I think it's getting close. And if you did dollar cost average it in here, if you believe there's going to be another cycle high and another alt season like we've had in 2017 and 2021, I wouldn't blame you. And if it did get up there, and if ACH is one of those coins that can run, I'll just show you on this chart something you can look for. When you take the fibs off log, you can look for some price targets above the former all-time highs. Now, there's no guarantee altcoins get there. I've seen altcoins in 2021 that originally came out in 2017 that did not reach prior all-time highs. So do keep that in mind. But you can take a look here. We have the 1618 at around 15 cents. That's about a 5x from here. The 2618 at about 25 cents. That's around a 10x, probably a 9x, and the 3618 at about 33. So a little bit more than a 10x. Those would be three targets to watch for during alt season, should we get another one. Next, let's go over to Jasmy. And this fib does look like it's on log. And a tricky thing with Jasmy is just looking at the chart. We can look at, where do we draw the very top of the fib? Some of these charts just start way up here, and that can make it tricky. I think ICP is one of those altcoins where the top wick on the chart doesn't even add up or make sense. But anyways, just drawing the fib from the original candle wick high to low here. And what we do notice, at least when we draw it that way, let me know if you draw your fibs a little bit different for this asset. But as you can see, we're right here at the 382. The price got above it, never got quite to the 0.5, got down to the 382, and it's just staying there right on that fib level. The next area below, should it get under there, and we do have this doji, which means a big move up or down can be coming, would be this 100-week moving average at around 15.5 cents, and then the 50-week moving average, excuse me, at around the high 11s, 12 cents. And then we have the 236 fib at around 8-9 cents. Let's go over to the daily. What does the daily show us? So the daily, yeah, same thing. You can take a look at this and argue that it's accumulation or consolidation. Again, we're with the 50-day moving average, 100, this fib. I would like if the price was closer to 200. But in my opinion, seeing this sort of price action, even though we do have lower lows, lower highs, again, if you began to dollar cost average it in here, I don't think it's the worst time. Yes, we are close to some of these highs made back here, but we're about a third of the way down from there. That was at about 2.7 cents, and here we're at 18. So you can think an average of thirds, 9, 18, 27. We've gone down about 30-ish%. So if you did dollar cost average in some in here, if you really did love Jasmy, I don't think that'd be the worst. But do watch for this 100 moving average. And like I said in the beginning, of course, watch Bitcoin. Whatever Bitcoin does, if Bitcoin gets down to 52K, like I said, and we'll see if it even gets there. But if it does, then yeah, you can bet that a lot of these altcoins will probably be getting down to their 200-day moving average or even their 50-week moving average. Last one, let's close with District OX. This guy was sitting around these 2 cent to 3 cent levels, and all of a sudden it spiked, bam, to dang near 20 cents, did a 10x out of nowhere, and then has come back down to earth. And as you can see, we have these moving averages on the daily, got under the 50. Right now, it got to the 100 and then the fib as well. So some strong areas of support. But it does look like it wants to go under that 100. And as the 200 comes up, you can see these wicks that have gone underneath the 382. So don't be surprised if we get another wick down to somewhere around 5.1, 5.2 cents. Hey, maybe set a buy order, see if you can get one near there, or the 200 at around the high 4 cents, 4.984. So yeah, that's what I got for DNT. It may just be going sideways for a bit. Moving out on the weekly, guys, DNT's been an altcoin around since 2017, and one that I've made money off before. And should it do anything similar, there's no guarantees. As far as things I've read, the project is kind of dead, but then again, it's crypto and you never know what it is or isn't going to run. So do your research. In my opinion, a lot of the research about this coin isn't great. And because it's crypto, that doesn't mean that random money doesn't flow into it. Maybe it's whales looking for a safe place that they know not a lot of other people are looking in. But again, I don't think that's a strong enough reason to buy DNT. But hey, if you want to take a big gamble, just something to note is that DNT will have these long sideways periods and then all of a sudden just randomly shoot up, or at least it's done that before. Again, there's no guarantee that it's going to do it again. And as far as these altcoins, from what I've researched and read, Jasmy would look like the strongest. Alchemy paid as well. But all because that's what the research shows you. I can't stress this enough. It's crypto. Sometimes the most random dog shit will run that has no value whatsoever. So this is where it gets more into the educated, degenerate gambling. And some people only look at the charts. I personally don't believe in doing that. I think that's a risky place to go. It's more of a gambling play, but you make your own financial decisions. Again, it doesn't mean this one can't have the best returns out of all three. That's crypto for you. So the safer plays, obviously, I'd take a look at Chainlink, IMX, maybe even Solana, though I have some hesitancy about that one after the whole FTX debacle. You can read into that if you want. But yeah, just want to share some thoughts and look at the charts with you guys on those three altcoins. So let me know what you think. If there are any altcoins on Coinbase or Robinhood that you would like for me to take a look at, please comment below. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of this video. I do videos on the Bitcoin rainbow chart, Bitcoin price action, kind of areas to look for, as well as Bitcoin miners and stocks. So if you enjoy this video, let me know. If not, hey, that's okay too. But I know some of you guys are curious about certain altcoins and people have asked about these before. So anyways, take care. Have a great day.